What's up? So, I just need to say that today has literally been the best day of my entire life. Concert 2 of this week of October, week of October.
So venue not good.
It's like in sections. So you have the floor, and then you have like this the second level with a railing behind it. And we had so much room
because they ran out of wristbands.
And they left everyone else
in the railing.
The second level, which was smaller than the floor, and so they were all compressed there, and they couldn't even
we had a lot
jump
of space
and dance, and we had a lot of space, and it was horrible because I felt so bad for the people who paid to go to the concerts, and they couldn't even be in the floor.
Like, no one knew that you had to get wristbands to go to the floor. We were just lucky that we got there early enough when there were still wristbands left.
And then I heard one of the staff either hurt one of the fans or dropped one of the fans as she was crowd surfing, or he was crowd surfing. And I remember the bassist, he stopped playing. The bassist of the Wonder Years, he stopped playing because he got so upset.
He was mad, and everyone was looking around like, what's going on? And he was like, he was
yelling
mad.
at the staff.
Yeah. I was pretty shocked.
And shout out to the guy who we met.
Oh yeah, we met some guy.
His name's Nick.
He was there by himself, and he was just like, hey.
He looked out for us, actually.
I know. I got this too.
When people were about to like fall on us, or people we were at the edge of the pit.
He was always shoving.
And so he came like before us, so we wouldn't. Very nice.
I couldn't tell.
Very kind.
I wasn't sure if it was like on purpose or not, but I guess it was sort of like unintentionally. You know, like he didn't get hurt and we didn't get hurt either. So everyone was sharing water, or like.
Oh yeah. In between sets, these shows are physically demanding. If you know what I'm saying. They gave us water bottles, and
then we just passed them.
We each passed water bottles around. Water falling. Water.
Obviously.
And just very, very helpful. Very kind.
Yeah.
Every time someone fell, someone picked it back up. We're all very
helping each other crowd surf.
Yes. You know. We don't mean to hurt each other.
No.
If it happens, we say sorry.
It's awesome. You know, it's just part of the experience.
Venue, not good. Staff didn't pull through. Bands, however. Bands very good. Bands very good. Modern baseball very good.
We're a band from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Called lmao. We're gonna play some songs. I've been wearing these lmao shorts for like 8 days. We're gonna get songs right now, or maybe this song. I don't know. Ready?
I hate worrying about the future, 'cause all my current problems are based around the past. And I hate when you call me late at night just to check in to make sure I got nothing to be sad about, but it's alright, and I'm okay. I won't need your help anyway, I will. I hate having to think about
Sharp as a tack, but in the sense that you're not smart, just a prick. In my fingers and the toes, ripping second holes all the way to my chest. All the way to my chest.
don't want to talk about it.
We're a band called the One Ears from a city called And we are so overwhelmingly happy to be here tonight with you guys. Thank you for being a part of the show this evening.
So their song, I Just Want to Sell at My Funeral, is on this album. It's the last song. Basically all their songs woven together in one song. And whenever I'm just like done with everything, I find live versions of that song on YouTube and I listen to it. And for the past year, give or take, I've been watching the same like 3 live versions of it on YouTube. But tonight I finally saw it for myself. I got to see I Just Want to Sell at My Funeral live. And it was the best thing of my entire life. This is Hank the Pigeon. He says that it's like sort of a metaphor for when no one wants you but you're still there, because you know pigeons are everywhere but no one really cares about them. They're just pigeons. It's called The Upsides. They sort of repeat the lyric, I'm not sad anymore, and it's like the upsides. They're like trying to look, you know, up. It's pretty optimistic even though it's so pop punky and like sad or whatever, emo. And then their next album, Suburbia, it doesn't say it on here, but it's called Suburbia, I've Given You All and Now I'm Nothing. And to me, it's like after the upsides, after we were optimistic and we got out of this town and we're not sad anymore, we realized things weren't as good as we expected it to be. They actually got a legit pigeon costume. Because, like, why not? It's a pigeon costume. And on Suburbia, I've Given You All, Now I'm Nothing, what they do is the title, Suburbia, that's a song. And then they have a couple songs. And then the next song, I've Given You All. Then a couple songs. And then, and Now I'm Nothing. To me, The Greatest Generation, it's a continuation of the sadness from Suburbia. And this one's just sort of like, I'm not done yet, but I sort of am done. If someone were to listen to the first 2 albums and then they started listening to this and they started off with There, they'd be like, crap. Something happened between that album and this album that just made everything a lot more depressing.
We got a record out. It's called The Greatest Generation. You got it? Well, if you got it, then sing. It's trying to be.
It's a lot more serious. It's more, we're adults now, and it's just not what we expected it to be. A lot of questioning, like, is this what my life has come to? Is there any hope for me? Okay, this makes it sound so depressing.
Come on, sing with me.
Sorry, I don't love at the right time.
We still have Hank the Pigeon. Even though he's not on the cover anymore, he's still there. So, I'm not sad anymore. And then they break up Suburbia, I've Given You All, and Now I'm Nothing into 3 songs. And then The Greatest Generation, where they weave all their songs into one beautiful 7-minute masterpiece. Okay, now I want to talk about how much I love Soupy. Point 1. He has this shirt. It wasn't on purpose. I got this shirt at Warped Tour. When I started looking at pictures of the Wonder Years on Instagram and like Tumblr, I noticed Soupy has this shirt. Point 2. He is a musical genius. He literally writes, today I went to the fountain. I stopped by Mike's house. We sang songs in a basement. And then he plays the guitar with it, and then it's a song, and that's what's on. I don't know why I like the Wonder Years so much. They're just like literally diary entries. There was a review of their music, and the reviewer wrote, it's these little details that make their songs so impactful. Soupy said this too. He was like, yeah, like, I was just writing about my life and people were inspired by it. It just goes to show how many of us are dealing with the same situations. Like, you think about it, he's writing about specific points, but the fact that other people can relate to it and just feel it, that just says so much about this life. Like the punk, like, it's just a bunch of kids who are dealing with the same situations and we relate to them. Don't look at me. When Soupy talks, I either laugh or cry because it sounds like he's doing spoken word.
And I would say I wanted to have a team band jam, keep kids off drugs, and then I would sign the contract saying I'm 18, I'm 15 years old, and we break into the teacher's lounge, run off 100, 200, 300 motherfucking copies, give them to every kid in school, we pack that fucking hall, and we have what I can only explain as a religious experience. We have 300 kids in a VFW, all of our friends' band, playing, screaming at each other, singing with each other, feeling like brothers, feeling like sisters. And that's such an important thing that I think is dying today. Your local scene together. The shows don't begin and end places like this. They begin and end at those places. So I urge you, get some friends, start a band, book a show, write a zine, take some photos, make a difference. It's not going to change the world, but it's going to be the world of someone. This is Lemon House, 11:30.
A lot of band members give inspiring speeches, but when Soupy talks, like just the way he talks, I'm like, are you proud of this? They write about their stupid diners and their stupid fountains and their stupid basements, and yet it has brought together hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of people. It's ridiculous. How did they do that? It shouldn't be illegal.
We played it at a laser tag emporium to the side of it. And the PA system didn't work. And so I didn't have a microphone, and I just ran around the show grabbing people by their shirts and singing in their faces. And then I get here tonight, and I hear that there are something like 1,800, 1,900 motherfucking people in the building. I don't think I can explain to you. Because we're never going to forget the floors we slept on. We're never going to forget the shows where there was no PA system. Never going to get none of that. This shit's not lost on us, not for 1 second. I don't want you to think it. No matter what the fuck is happening out there, that when you're in this room, that if you respect us and if you respect yourself, you respect one another, we're always going to have your back. In here, we always got you. We got 2 songs left. This is one of them. Lights on walk alone. Around the turn of the last century. So it's factories and sawdust, wheat fields and asphalt like economy. The West feels like a hollow place that we fill with love and history. Now we're staring at a frozen ground where the world sits. Sodomized the pastor reads the eulogy. I wanted to sing. Just a little, 2 blackbirds on